Anno 2205 is the latest installment of Ubisoft's long-running city builder series, where it has taken us through numerous points both behind us in history and far beyond into the future. Anno 2205 is the newest entry coming out of Ubisoft's Blue Byte studio, who also handled the previous Anno 2070. Taking on the success of its previous entry, Anno 2205 transport players even further into the distant future, where they'll take on the task of colonising the moon. Just like the previous entries, Anno 2205 gives you the option on what area you would like to start on and what conditions. Obviously you can make it as easy or as difficult as you like. Starting off with the most basic of resources, your goal is to create settlements for your workers to reside in, which in turn creates demands and needs that have to be managed. Things like food and water become more and more demanding, as well as sustainable energy to power your ever increasing colony. Like the previous entries, your city will evolve to new classes, giving you the opportunity to build more advanced structures and the need to explore different continents. One of the main interesting changes that Blue Byte has made in Anno 2205 is the access to different areas of the world and the ability to micromanage multiple cities and let them flourish in real time. Instead of being all located on one map like the previous entries, it has been moved on a more global scale. There are 3 separate zones to build your cities on. The Temperate Zone, which is located at the southern region of the world. This offers large islands to sustain huge cities as well as their respective production facilities. The Arctic Zone, where conditions are much harsher due to the sub-zero temperature, but rewarding you with unique resources that aren't available in the Temperate Zone. And finally the Lunar Zone. This zone can only be accessed once you have obtained the spaceport, which allows you to expand your settlement on the lunar surface. Each zone creates different unique challenges as well as resources to collect that are specific to that area. Trade routes can be created from one zone to another in order to satisfy the demands and needs of your population. These trade routes are a lot simpler to set up than previous installments, which required you to build ships and plot a course between 2 warehouses. Anno 2205 just simply requires you to pick the resources you wish to transport and select the destination. That's pretty much it. No need to build ships or deal with the confusion of what resources are going where. An aspect of the gameplay that I found to be rather clever was the use of trading routes in the global market. You can set up transfer routes to deliver certain goods from one of your sectors to another that is unable to produce the item itself. Again, this adds yet another link in your production chains to keep an eye on, as all the routes have upkeep costs. You can also sell one of your overpriced goods to the global market for extra revenue, the price of which are determined by how much they are traded by other players of the game. This mechanic adds an interesting real-world element to the strategy, turning it into a part stock market simulator 2016. Unfortunately for the world trading to work properly, it requires a connection to Uplay, and we all know how well that works, boys and girls. Between one scene and another there are sector crises, conflict areas where you can get in naval battles. They are optional and initially fun and a great source to get rare materials in large quantities. But in every conflict, the variety of local and objectives decreases, making it very repetitive. The side quests suffer from a similar boredom to the combat. The CEOs of your competing corporations can be found throughout all of the game's locations, offering you extra materials and upgrades in return for helping them out with some bonus objectives. Once again, these mostly involve taking control of one of your ships and sending it around a map to pick up certain objects. Here's the bottom line. Anno 2205 is a good game. They took a lot of the best things from EA's mostly bad SimCity reboot modular buildings, multiple interconnected cities, and fleshed them out in ways that made more sense. Even running multiple cities on your own feels natural here, thanks to the fact that each region plays differently. And I love the Arctic and lunar settings. They not only look amazing, they also offer interesting constraints on the Anno formula. It's great to see different regions and the challenges humanity might face in the future. I'm giving Anno 2205 a 7.5. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions regarding the game or this review, then please send me a message or write a comment below. Leave a like if you like the video, and once again, I will see you in the next one.